I'm actually on a little bit of vacation before we get going on harvest, and that vacation puts me in Mexico City. Sometimes when you book a flight, you know exactly what you're going to do with your transfer because you don't have any options, but sometimes you do. And when I booked this trip with a layover in Atlanta, I did have options. Made it to Atlanta, now I just got to figure out where my next plane is. The problem with options is that it's just another variable to cook into the mix and make things just a little more difficult. Now, I had never flown through Atlanta, and I was very apprehensive about how much time I should have for a layover. But to be honest, Atlanta Airport is the easiest one in the world to navigate. So close, but there's airplanes in our way, so we gotta sit here for a minute. Okay, I know this is stupid, but I haven't had coffee since 3 in the morning, and it's now like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, so we're doing Starbucks. Kind of an impromptu thing, I'll admit, but we're gonna be here and around the area for a little while, so there's gonna be lots to get into. Don't have jet lag because I really didn't change any time zones, but I had, in order to get to the airport this morning, I had to get up at 3:15. It was kind of a long day, just 2 planes to get here, but you know, traveling can always be a little bit of a tax on you. I just checked in, got a really nice hotel room here. Just, you know, the basics, nice and clean. I haven't even checked the beds out. Should I check the beds out? Oh. Yeah, that works. I also did something I've never done today, a little while ago. I ordered an Uber for the first time. I've never ordered an Uber, which might seem kind of weird to most of you, but remember, I live in the country in Nebraska. There's really no reason to ever order an Uber. There's some people yelling in the hall, just monkeying around, if you can hear that. Anyway, just gonna make this short and sweet real quick. I think I'm gonna relax a little bit, and then it's gonna be time to go out and get something to eat. Get some Mexican food to start out with, and maybe a beer or two. Pretty heavy thunderstorm was supposed to happen, and I saw it come over. I'll see how much you can see here. I'll flip you around. There's a couple mountains there, but you can't see them. When I first got here, they looked a little more like that one over there. But there are mountains in there somewhere. Hopefully the rain will stay away long enough for me to wander around the streets and find something interesting to eat. All right, I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. I just stumbled across this restaurant that's not too far from the hotel I'm staying at because it's downpouring, of course. We came in through a big thunderstorm, and luckily I waited until I got all situated, but now that I want dinner, it decided to rain. So this is pretty close by. I'm going to try a handful of different things, and I am starving. Last time I ate, I think, was 3 o'clock in the morning, right before I left. I had a small bowl of cereal, and that's about it. Salud. So I just realized I ordered a crap ton of food, and I'm actually really excited. This guacamole looks awesome. This isn't guacamole, obviously. The guacamole I'm going to put on it is awesome. Squeeze a little lime. Oh, yeah. Yes. Keeps coming. This looks really good. This trip, oh my god, is definitely going to require a gym membership when I get home. Just saying. You can put that out there right now. Pozole de cabeza. Pork head. I assume it's pork cheek, I'm assuming. Good. I ordered way too much food. Oh, look at this. This just came now. Steak tacos. I'm gonna be so good. This makes me feel bad about all the times I spent extra money for guacamole at Chipotle. Now, I read some reviews for this place and found out that it's actually a chain, which doesn't bother me, but a lot of people are ranking on it for not being authentic. A little bit of kick to it. Not too bad. I'm not going to go into it, but I really have a problem with the way we use the word authentic nowadays. Suffice it to say, this food was really good. Okay, that was absolutely amazing. I ate way too much, but it was so good. We're in Zona Rosa here. It's still raining, so I really don't know what I'm going to get into, but there's got to be something to get into here. The Zona Rosa has changed many times over the years. Back in the 19th century, it was more of a residential district for the city's elite, and then as time progressed, it kind of changed into more of a cultural hotspot for artists and intellectuals and musicians, and was kind of the go-to place for art galleries and trendy cafes and stuff like that. But now it's currently evolving more of a blend of old and new, with historic buildings and modern shops and bars. And it's also known as the most LGBTQ plus friendly areas in the city. So it's very safe to walk around, and lots of inclusivity everywhere you look. The top of that bus makes it look like a big Lego. Okay, I woke up pretty early this morning before the sunrise. I was hoping to get footage of a nice sunrise, but it's very cloudy today, which is fine. It's nice and cool, and on top of that, I smell bacon. So I'm gonna go down and get some breakfast in the hotel lobby downstairs, go outside and see what the temperature is gonna be like today, and see if I need to put a hoodie on or what, and then we're gonna do some exploring. So I stepped outside the hotel this morning and decided to take a little walk after breakfast, and I found this old aqueduct that is really cool, and it's got really cool plants next to it. The majority of these plants are actually culinary herbs, so I think if I lived here, I'd be out here picking fresh herbs every time I cooked. Check out the size of this guy. This isn't even the biggest one. I mean, huge. Cactus. Oh, and you gotta check back here. There are some of the biggest rosemary plants I've ever seen. You gotta check these out. I mean, look at those. Those are beautiful. God, they smell good. I wish mine looked that good. Hey, pulling on my heartstrings, play it real slow. Pay you like a French girl, you a Van Gogh. Don't be like Rose, baby, never let go. Voice like Pino, lips like Merlot. So my goal this afternoon is just to do a lot of wandering. I was gonna try to go down to the Zocalo and the central district where the capital is and all that. But this city is so big and so beautiful. I have been here before, but not on this level. Like, this is absolutely amazing, and I could wander around for days in here. It's a big city, but it's different. It's just different. I really like it. And actually, I originally pulled the camera out because this crazy black and red squirrel came up to me like they do at home. Obviously, people feed them. They have on the trees, they have little bottles cut so they can drink water out of them. But the squirrels are very friendly. I can't believe how many people are out here jogging, and a ton of dogs. Everybody's got dogs they're walking. Border collies, little bitty fuzzy fluffy dogs. There's a golden retriever over there. Okay, this might be a stretch, but we're gonna try it anyway. I don't know. Does it work? Does it work? I don't think so. That's a bit of a stretch. I gotta get moving or I'm never gonna get there. I just keep stopping to take a video of everything. Apparently the colorful cow statues was part of a promotional thing by Lala, which is the local dairy company. I've never seen a double articulated bus. Check this guy out.
pasen los días, yo no tengo prisa, voy a disfrutarlos con beso y sonrisa. No tengo prejuicios, es una aventura, la vida es de hoy y nunca es segura. Déjame vivir, lo quiero sentir.
Okay, well, we made it to central Mexico City. Unfortunately, the central part of it is being blocked off for some event. But I suppose we're about as central as we can get here. And I love this basilica. I'm clearly not up on my churches, but this is actually categorized as a cathedral, not a basilica. Back outside, the square is teeming with activity. There are people everywhere, people vending things, musicians, artists, dancers, performers, people doing rituals, and there is no shortage of just people checking out the sights. It is very congested on this day because the center of the square had actually been blocked off for some sort of event that they were either setting up for or tearing down. The last time I was here, there was protests all up and down this corridor. I don't remember which election it was. They had tents everywhere and you could barely walk through here. I mean, you think it's busy now, but think about millions of protesters out here, thousands of protesters, I don't know how many, lots of protesters up and down this whole corridor. And they couldn't even tell how nice it was. It was just, now the floor is all pretty and the ground's beautiful. It was just covered in garbage, and so it's kind of cool to see this all cleaned up and different. I don't know what exactly they did, but it was definitely not this fancy last time I was here. So I'm just wandering down this back street, trying to cut to a place where I can find a bar that's not full volume, like nightclub volume, because it is Saturday after all. But check out this wall. All those are plants just growing out of the side of the wall. There it goes up about 4 or 5 floors. So we just met the crew that we're going to be traveling with for the next week or so, and I think in a little while we're going to go get something to eat. I believe it's going to be tacos. There's a chance it could be similar to the place we went to before, or it could be that same place. I'm not really sure. But again, it seems like it rains every day here about 8 to 10 o'clock right now, and then it's clear until the next day. So there's a good chance I'm going to get soaking wet. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me on this first day, just kind of getting acquainted with Mexico City. Next, we're going to go to Chapultepec Park, which is one of the world's largest urban parks. It is actually twice the size of Central Park in New York City, and there is a lot to see and do there. So we're going to check that out tomorrow and just see where things take us. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to do the thing with the buttons down below.